What's up, guys? It's Gabe Godines again, and this is another episode of the Gabe Godines Show. And on the last episode, we talked a little bit or I talked a little bit about who I am. And today I wanted to address a little bit about who you are. And for those of you that are just finding me out here on the interwebs, go ahead and check out the last episode. That way you can find out a little bit about who I am and what to expect on this podcast. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about who you are. And when I say who you are, I'm not professing to know that I know who you are. But I want you to really begin to ask yourself, who are you? And what is it that you stand for? What parts do you play in your life? On the last episode, I talked about being a son and a father, and being a husband and a best friend, and all these different roles that we play in our lives. And so I want to encourage you today to really take a look at, what parts do you play in life? And when I say parts, I mean someone, I can't even remember who it was, but I came across, I want to say it was a comedian or somebody. I'm not sure who it was. Or, maybe it was Jim Carrey in one of his speeches that he gave as a commencement speech or something like that. But ultimately, he was saying, or this person was saying, that, if we can imagine ourselves as playing a part in a movie, every day should be an Academy Award winning performance. And I don't mean by the drama and being a drama king or drama queen, but definitely doing your best in every part of your life. Every part of the movie that you play should be your Academy Award winning performance. And also, along with that is the fact that not only do we star in our own movie, but every day, all of the people that we come across, all of the people that we interact with, we play a part in their movie. And by the same token, we should be giving our Academy Award winning supporting role performance in their movie. So, it's something that you really have to be kind of introspective about and really look on the inside and think about, who am I? And be really self-aware. I feel like we've gotten to this place in society where, we are so caught up with social media. And I, when I say that, I don't want that to be a blanket statement. If that doesn't apply to you, and that's something I get frustrated with, is that, when someone makes a statement, people get offended. And, I think for me, if that statement doesn't apply to you, then don't get offended. Like, don't trip. I've been a part of lots of different organizations, and I know there's been times when, the whole staff is just getting ripped for something that happened, at an event or whatever. And, yeah, we're a team. Yeah. And I've, dealt with, bosses who kind of throw out this, blanket statement of, it just not pinpointing or pointing the finger at the person, and just being very kind of beat around the bush. And so it's something that, for me, if it wasn't me, it wasn't me. If it was me, call me out, let me fix it, let me change it, so, I don't know why I went off on that tangent. But anyway, what I do want to share with you is that how important it is for you to know you, and who you are and the part you play in this life. My strong belief is that we all have a purpose here. We've all been put here for a reason, and we all have gifts and talents that are unique to each one of us. That's not to say that, you are an amazing speaker on the stage, and, I'm an amazing speaker on the stage, and so we have the same gifts. No, the thing is that we are different people, and we have different personalities, and we have different ways of looking at life. And so all of that plays into who you are on a stage, or who you are in front of a camera, or who you are in a position at work. You may be an amazing accountant, and the next guy may be an amazing accountant. But the fact of the matter is maybe you're more personable than that person. And so, it's really important to know who you are, to know that you are unique, to know that your gifts are unique to you. And again, you may have the same gift as someone. You know how to draw, you know how to paint, but your take on that is what makes you unique. So, I really want I want to encourage you, want you to take the time, as, you take this walk with me, maybe, on this podcast, to really look at yourself, look at who you are, take the time to, sit and really, analyze where you are in life right now, where you've been, and where is it that you want to go? Where do you want to be at the end of 2020? Right now we're at the end of 2019, but where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 3 years? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Long-term, short-term goals. We've all learned these in high school, and maybe we haven't. I feel like there's a lot of things that I've kind of learned on my own over the years, from just self-development books, and reading on my own, listening to videos on my own, going to conferences on my own, that stuff that wasn't taught in school. And I'm not sure if it's taught now. I went to school eons ago. But, there's things that I believe are not common sense, but should be things that are taught in school to give young people excuse me. There are things that are taught in school that should be, there are things that should be taught in school in order to give students I guess an advantage. I don't know, but there's a lot of things I think that we should be taught in schools that are not taught, and we're taught things that don't apply to the rest of our life. Life skills are things that we are, I guess, responsible for on our own. And so I guess I kind of want to be a resource for that with this podcast. Again, I'm not a master. I'm not someone that has it all figured out, but I definitely want to get you thinking in a different way. I'm going to point you in the direction of different people that I've come across that have helped me think differently, and there's that famous Apple commercial. I think it's from the, I don't know, 80s or 90s, the Think Different. And, it's really, I'll link it somewhere in the notes to the show, but, the video, it's, if you allow it to be, it would get you thinking differently. Obviously it's about a computer and how the computer company thinks differently, and how they're creative. But, I think it's really important to not get stuck in thinking one way and thinking that that's the only way. Being open to other ways of thinking. I just watched a video last night with, oh shoot, what was his name? It was Diddy and, man, what is that guy's name? I'll put that in the link somewhere too. But he's this like, I think he's like a billionaire finance guy. And he's been a mentor to Tony Robbins and and Diddy, which, Diddy, I see, I've watched him kind of over the years and his successes, just be kind of very, hip hop minded, very, um, urban minded. And for him to be going to this guy as a mentor, it was really cool to see that, someone who has achieved the success that Diddy has, and some of you may argue with that, but someone like himself who has achieved massive success over the years, to be able to, still say, I need to learn more. I haven't got it all figured out yet. There's still more I can learn. And that's ultimately what I want when I say, who are you? I want you to say, who am I? I want you to ask yourself that question, who am I? And really like get a piece of paper out and a pencil or a pen or a piece of chalk or whatever it is you're going to write with, and figure it out. Figure out who you are. And again, I want to be a resource, someone who can definitely share, where I've been and what I've done and where I've fallen short, where I've fallen flat on my face, and just help guide. So, with that, go out today, take some time to yourself, and just ask yourself that question: who am I? And we'll go from there. All right. God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next episode. This is Gabe Godines with the Gabe Godines Show. We'll talk to you later. Peace.